even though I was honest, surprise. So, yes, I am Indian, and no, my name is not Aziz. I was walking on the street one day, and this guy came up to me, and he's like, "Hey, yo, Aziz." And I don't say anything because that's not my name. And so he taps me on the shoulder. He's like, "Yo, Aziz." And I'm like, "Excuse me?" And he goes, "Aren't you Aziz Ansari from Parks and Rec?" And I was like, "Do I look like Aziz?" And he goes, "Yeah, you're Indian and you got a beard." And I was like, "Well, do I sound like Aziz?" And he was like, "Yeah, your voice is strangely pitched and it's oddly annoying." And I was like, "Whoa! Well, if it looks like a duck and it sounds like a duck, then it must be a duck. But hey, not all ducks are the same. That's fucked up. You must be racist." And then just to fuck with him, I pretended someone was calling me. I was like, "Hello? Yeah, this is Aziz. MTV Movie Awards? I'd love to." So stereotypes are cool. I'm a big fan of stereotypes.
Yeah, stereotypes.
Being Indian, though, people don't really know how to stereotype us. This table right here knows what I'm talking about. For example, people think all we eat is curry. I'd be like, "Hey John, do you like Indian food?" He'd be like, "No, I don't like curry." And I'll be like, "Well, what about everything else we eat?" "No, it's all got curry in it." On the other hand, when it comes to jobs, we are always doctors or computer engineers. Occasionally, though, we are owners of 7-Elevens and Dunkin' Donuts, which, when you think about it, is really just a small business. Asian men have the unfortunate task of being charged with having small penises. They are emasculated daily, and the only way for them to prove they don't have a small penis is to become a flasher, or hop on chat roulette and make shit really weird. The worst thing they say about Indians is that we might be small business owners. I'll take that. Speaking of storms, storms are crazy. I love storms. One thing I don't understand about storms is when people stock up on food and water. If it's the end of the world, people are stocking up on food and water just to live a few extra days. If it really was the end of the world, I don't think I was taking food and water because I want to go out with bed. So I was wondering, what would I take out of it? And I decided it'd be beer, video games, and condoms. But then I thought, fuck the condoms, because I'm going to make babies like there's no tomorrow, on the off chance one of those babies survives, and ends up fending up this country from a world full of zombies. My baby is legend. And probably on a small business. Do me a favor and clap if you have an iPod. Every single person in here, except for my girlfriend, who was not clapping. She has a Zune. There are 8 people in the world who have a Zune, and the first 7 were killed by dinosaurs. So I've been playing video games for a really long time now. I got my first guitar when I was 4, so I've been doing 25 years now, thank you. Huge nerd, sorry Steph. And I gotta say, video games have really desensitized people to violence. It's true. For example, the other day I was in my apartment, and I was playing Halo, shooting people in the face, and this bird flies into the window. And I don't care about the bird's safety or anything. I don't look to see if it's okay. Instead I'm thinking, you dumb fucking bird, you missed the pig! Angry birds. Angry birds. Desensitize people. Speaking of video games, it really is true, guys' interests don't change over the course of their lives. I had the same interest I did when I was 4 years old. But I was wondering if girls have the same interests. And I thought about it, and I started out thinking that girls, you know, they like My Little Pony, and then they start to pretend they're princesses. And then after a while, they get into boys and clothes and stuff. And I realized their interests don't change much either. They still like boys and clothes. They still turn into princesses, only now we call them bitches. And they still like playing with My Little Pony, only now I call that my penis. I'm going to close with a trick real quick. Could you have me a glove out of my pocket, please? Go pocket. This is a trick Steve Martin used to do when he first started doing stand-up, so I figured I would try it now. This is called, he used to do a trick called glove into a dove. I'm going to turn this glove into a crow. Alright, I'm going to turn this glove into a crow. I'm going to do a drum roll real quick. Glove into a crow. Thank you. I'm being